Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another full day of eating. In today's video, I will be sharing easy, high protein plant-based meals along with my calorie deficit update. I'm happy to report that I am finally ending my calorie deficit. Those of you who don't care about my calorie deficit update, you can skip through this part of the video and jump right into all the meals. And those of you who are interested in that information, we will be going into those details. If you are new to my channel and you are watching this video for the first time, I would like to welcome you to my channel. I am Nisha. I'm a fitness trainer, mom of two in my 40s. Health and fitness has been my passion for quite some time. I have helped over hundreds of women decrease their overall body fat percentage, increase their muscle mass while feeling their healthiest and the strongest versions of themselves. And that's the reason why I created this channel, to help you and to inspire you to be your healthiest and the fittest versions of yourself in your 40s and beyond. So if that's what you're looking to accomplish, then make sure you subscribe to my channel for weekly videos. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you also hit that bell icon so that every time I upload a video like this one, you will be notified. All right, so let's talk about my calorie deficit, how it went, and what didn't go well. Was I 100% successful? So let's talk about the positive first. Yes, I was somewhat successful. I had my ups and downs during this calorie deficit. I'm a human being. No one is perfect. I had great intentions of achieving my goals as I went into it. But of course, life happened and I had some moments where I slipped and I didn't stay on track with my diet. So I have to have realistic expectations, and that's exactly what I'm sharing here today. So my overall calorie deficit was successful. I was able to lose about 9 pounds. And again, honestly, I don't emphasize too much on the numbers on the scale. That's not my goal. I just wanted to lean out a bit, see how my clothes fit, and whether I was able to maintain my energy level at the gym during my calorie deficit. And was I able to have better mood and quality of sleep? Those non-scale victories were far more important for me going into this calorie deficit. And luckily, I was able to maintain all that during my calorie deficit. So for me, it was a success in my eye. In terms of inches, I was able to lose 3 inches off of my waist, about 2 inches off of my arm, about 2 inches off of my thighs, and about 1 inches off of my glutes. So yes, overall, I lost some inches. I was able to go back into my previous pants that weren't fitting me. So it was a win for me. As I take a step back and I reflect and assess on my calorie deficit, what I want to focus on here by sharing my experience and my results with you is not to brag about what I was able to accomplish, but instead show you that no one is perfect and I was not perfect. I'm a human being. I had great intentions, but life happened and I slipped. There were about 4 to 5 times I went out and ate out. Those were unexpected events that happened. And those weren't intentional. And I know when I ate out, I definitely was not in a calorie deficit during those times. In the past, I would have been upset with these results and would have blamed myself and really beat myself to it. But now I know better. As a fitness trainer and having the knowledge that I have now compared to what I did in the past, I know that life happens and I know that no one is perfect and I know where I went wrong. And I also know that fitness and health is a lifelong journey. There's no end date. I wasn't trying to get leaner for an event and then go right back into my old way of eating. That's not my goal. My goal is to maintain a healthy, fit body as I age. Just because my calorie deficit ended, it doesn't mean I'm going to stop exercising and stop eating healthy. I'm still going to be doing all that. So what I learned from my calorie deficit experience is that I am not going to be treating as my failure. Instead, I am going to take a step back and take this as my life experience and learn from it and continue to move forward. Health and fitness does not have an end date, so we should not be chasing these numbers temporarily. Instead, we should focus on lifestyle changes that are going to help us become a better and a healthier version of ourselves and continue to maintain those healthy habits through our lifelong journey. And that's the goal here with me. My focus here is to continue to improve my overall body composition, continue to get even more stronger at the gym, and continue to lift more weights so that I can build more muscle mass. Most women underestimate how hard it is to build muscle naturally. A lot of us beat ourselves because we tend to compare ourselves to these other fitness models that look their best. But unfortunately, not everybody is being real with you. They are not sharing type of things they're doing behind the scene to achieve that look. I'm not going to compromise my health to achieve a desired look. And that should not be your goal as well. And I do not recommend that to be your goal, because when you chase aesthetics, you lose your health in the process. But if you focus chasing health and being the best version of yourself, you will not lose the quality of your life and your health in the process. So I think that should be the ultimate goal for everyone. And that's my goal here as well. And one of the other things that I wanted to share here is that when you go into a calorie deficit, you need to understand your own body. I know myself and I knew my body type, that I tend to store fat around my belly. And in order for me to really get rid of it, I really have to shred down to nothing in order for my body to finally get rid of that fat. And that is not something I was willing to go through. I know what it takes for my body to get there, and it's a lot of sacrifice that I have to go through to achieve that look. And that is not something that I was willing to do during this time. And you really have to assess and see whether it's really worth it for you to mentally go through all that. So for me, my mental health and peace and enjoying life and being healthy is far more important than chasing that shredded six-pack look. And I know that it required a lot of sacrifice from my part to get there, and I wasn't willing to do that on my calorie deficit. Maintenance is where we thrive, and maintenance is where you want to maintain your results and possibly continue to improve. So during maintenance phase, just because you have a little bit of more freedom with your calories, it doesn't mean that you go off track and start indulging or overindulging. Because if you do that, that is where you start to gain the weight back. So during maintenance phase, you still have to be intentional and you still have to continue to maintain your healthy habits and lifestyle. Maintenance is still an effort, and this is where most people slip up after a fat loss phase. In my future video, I will be sharing how to tackle maintenance after a fat loss phase. If you are interested in that topic, let me know in the comment below so that I can go into more details how you should view maintenance and how to continue to improve your overall body composition during a maintenance phase. So these were my results. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. Hopefully you got some takeaways from my failures and from my experience, and you can implement those into your calorie deficit. Those of you who are still in a calorie deficit, please comment below to let me know, because I was thinking that I will do another video of where I will be sharing 10 low calorie swaps that you can do during a calorie deficit to make your calorie deficit easier. So if that's something you're interested in, please comment below to let me know, and I will do a video on that as well. So without any further ado, let's get into today's video. For breakfast, I am going back to my good old oats. In this case, I am using Bulgur today with my shredded carrots. I really miss this breakfast when I don't eat it, so I wanted to have this again. I just add cinnamon, shredded carrots, and water, and then I cook it on the stovetop for about 15 minutes. Then I add my favorite protein powder in there once everything is done. And then every week, once a week, I like to add selenium to my diet. That is one Brazil nut, and that is the dose that is needed in order to keep your selenium in check. So I do that as well. And of course, I'm going to be adding powdered peanut butter. And I never skip blueberries because they're full of antioxidants. And I was able to get hold of fresh strawberries that were organic, so I'm going to be adding that on top as well. This is my absolute favorite breakfast. I never get tired of it. I eat this about 80% of the time. I just switch out my grains, but I keep the base the same all the time. Let me know if you guys ever tried your oats or any other grains that you cook with shredded carrots, and how do you feel about it? Am I the only one who loves carrots in my oats? Let me know in the comments below. I will usually have my breakfast around 10 a.m. or 10:30. After I drink my coffee in the morning around 8:30, I'm not hungry till 10 a.m. And once I prepare my breakfast, which I have the privilege to do from working from home, I will take my breakfast and I will continue to eat my breakfast while I work from home. For lunch, I'm keeping it super simple. I'm going to be making pasta salad. And with this salad, you can add any veggies you like. I'm going to be adding cucumber, cherry tomato, and some tofu for extra boost of protein. And this is lentil pasta, which has high protein as well. I measured out 85 grams, but I didn't end up using 85 grams to my serving as it was a lot. So once the pasta was cooked, I only ate about 60 grams of the pasta, and rest was all tofu. So that's how I was able to boost up my protein intake with this meal. It's up to you how you want to prepare it. This is a perfect lunch to make when you have a busy day and you can prep everything the night before. And it's also great for meal prepping. You can prep everything ahead of time because it's a cold salad. You can pack it as your lunch if you are traveling. I like to add some fresh parsley, and to make my salad dressing, I'm going to be just using lemon juice, some Dijon mustard, salt, garlic powder. It was really tasty. If you wish to add olive oil to your dressing, keep in mind that 1 tablespoon of olive oil contains approximately 120 calories. And if you're watching your overall calorie intake, it's going to bump up your calorie for this meal. And that's the reason why I avoid oils when I'm in a fat loss phase, just to keep my overall calories low. I didn't really miss it in my salad because I added some fresh black olives, which gave it a ton of flavor. If you have arugula, feel free to add that in there. I didn't have arugula this day, but that would be a great addition. Plus, it will help you boost up your calcium intake for the day, as the calcium intake was slightly on the lower end on this day. This pasta salad turned out so good. I absolutely recommend this meal, and it's perfect when you don't want to cook on a hot summer day, and you can travel with this meal anytime. If you like, you can meal prep a ton of it ahead of time, so you don't have to do any cooking. All you have to do is add your dressing at the bottom and add all your ingredients in a Tupperware, and that's it. You have your meal ready for your lunch. I will leave all the details in the description box below. For my dessert, I have been making this vanilla ice cream with Oreo cookies. It's my absolute favorite at the moment. I shared this recipe with you guys on my last video, so make sure if you haven't made it yet, you give this one a try. For my dinner, I like to make my dinner during the day when I have time in between my work, or if I have a little break, because when I come back from the gym at that time, I don't want to cook anything. I like to have my meal ready when I come back from the gym so I can just eat it. So here I am making chickpea curry. I honestly didn't really follow any recipe. I just added whatever my heart desired to this chickpea curry, and it turned out really good. I will leave all the details in the description box below. And to keep things moving pretty quickly, I like to add 1 potato to this curry, and I like to chop up my potato and add some hot water in a bowl, and I microwave it for 6 minutes, and that way your potatoes are cooked. And all you have to do is just add it in your chickpea curry. That way you don't have to wait for the potatoes to cook for a long time, and you can cut down on cooking time that way. And to serve it, I just used my seitan bun and I dipped it in the chickpea curry. It was absolutely delicious. Of course, if you want, you can add your rice to this meal, but just keep in mind, if you're watching your overall calorie intake, rice will be a lot more higher in calories and it's not going to be higher in protein. So to keep my protein intake high after my gym workouts, I like to eat seitan in the evening with some sort of curry or with my tofu mayo sauce. So this day I just dipped my seitan bun in this tofu curry and it was absolutely delicious. And as a side, I just added some cucumber and I called it a day. I hope this will give you an idea that you can also use your seitan buns to eat with your curries, like chickpea curry or any other bean curry or even lentils. They taste pretty good. You just have to make sure you toast them really nicely. That way they'll be crispy and you can save on ton of calories and you can boost up your overall protein intake. I will leave all the details in the description box below. To summarize this full day of eating, we had approximately 1,681 calories and approximately 127 grams of protein. Calories were slightly higher because I was quite active on this day, and we were slightly on the lower side with calcium, so make sure you add more greens to your meal. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys got some value out of today's video. If you enjoy my videos and my channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button and let me know in the comments below. I hope you're all staying healthy and active, and I'll see you guys very soon on my next one. Bye.